Hey folks, you're looking at JP and NPR Neda.
Hi.
And that's Coach Schwartz over there.
And that's
We're in the
me.
shade. And who's this? Jeannie came with us. Hey, great job, Jeannie. It must be the new shoes. It's like you're bouncing on air. And this is Santa Monica track, and it was really busy. There was actually a track club that met here and was doing laps, and
busier this morning.
yeah, they were putting in work, as the kids say.
They're almost as fast as Jeannie.
Jeannie was on fire. She's the blue bolt.
Jeannie, you want to do it? I'll do it. Let me grab the camera from Doug. We're going to film your dad. He's going to jump rope, answer questions, and talk about your favorite subject, boxing.
This one's probably mine.
Her favorite subject.
Yeah, she's really bored by boxing talk. I guess I can't blame her. I imagine she hears a lot of it.
So I was saying to Doug that right before we turned on the camera, Van Heerden was here. That guy,
Chris Van Heerden.
this guy is in shape.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
guy's cardio is ridiculous.
Well, this is his day off. This is his easy day, and he'll get on this track and run 6 miles at a 6-minute mile pace. And that's his relaxed pace.
This guy is really in shape. Seriously. Seriously.
How about Doug? He's in shape.
He is indeed.
Look at that. He hasn't been away for 2 weeks.
Straight off vacation.
Yeah. Glad to be back.
So if you guys have any questions, write in on Doug's Periscope. I see 15 people in. It's counting up now. Oh, there
Hey,
we go.
JP, it wasn't a busy week of boxing, but there was boxing from Tokyo.
Yeah.
Last night, or really just a few hours ago.
4 a.m. I was up.
Yeah.
And Doug and I were talking about how to find streams for it, but we got a new champion in boxing.
Yeah, the IBF minimum weight 105-pound title changed hands. It was held by Mexico's Jose Argumedo, a real rough and tumble character. You know, a guy with like 25 professional fights under his belt. What's the name of the Japanese kid?
Hiroto Kayaguchi.
Kayaguchi.
They call him the Dynamite Boy.
Yeah, he had 7 fights going into this fight, and he'd only turned pro 15 months ago.
Yeah, 8-0 now.
Yeah.
6 knockouts. It did go the distance, but he dropped Argumedo,
Yeah.
who's from Team Canelo. So
And Kayaguchi is, he's a body specialist, right?
he is a body specialist. This guy from round 1 through 12 was just digging into the body. Errol Spence-esque, so it was nice to see. So Doug and I were talking, there is now Ioka, Higa, Kayaguchi, Inoue, Tanaka,
Yeah.
Taguchi.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
They all won world titles before their 10th pro bout.
Incredible.
And of course, the monster won 2 titles in 2 different weight classes, I think by his 8th pro bout.
What a run for Japanese fighters
Yeah.
in the lower weight class.
They're having a... The boxing scene in Japan is really hot right now.
Question is rabbit punching allowed in May Mac? I mean, he's going to try to get away with it, I'm sure, but no.
No, I have a feeling the referee is going to be extra vigilant because Floyd wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, he wouldn't
I
have
don't blame him.
Is it Kenny Bayless?
Right. I do expect Bayless. Yeah.
Who are the officials? Do we know?
They haven't been announced yet.
Okay, all right. So
It
they're
was
not
announced
yet.
that Conor McGregor was getting tips on boxing scoring or boxing officiating from Joe Cortez.
Huh.
Mr.
Okay.
Fair but firm.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what he's telling McGregor, like, you know, or maybe he's telling him how to get away with dirty stuff.
Yeah.
You know, how referees don't see certain things.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, one thing about McGregor...
That's not very ethical if that's true.
No, that's true. One thing about McGregor from the MMA people that I respect, they keep saying he doesn't have good cardio in his MMA fights, which are
Right.
shorter fights. So I don't know how he's going to go 12
Yeah.
championship rounds with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's
Yeah.
not planning to.
Like he's good for a round and a half.
Yeah.
in the UFC, but those are 5-minute rounds.
Right.
And they're doing a lot of stuff.
Okay, so we got viewers added on. Coach Schwartz is going to start with his questions. If you guys have any questions about boxing for Doug, write in now on the Periscope, and I'll read them to Doug. Coach.
First of all, I want to thank JP for coming.
Thank you.
I mean, it didn't look like you were coming, but OJ was going to stand in for you.
Oh, jeez.
And he's so disappointed you came.
Hey, there was a line on that. There
Yeah.
was a line on OJ.
You know, I called you because
Yeah.
I thought he was not going to get out.
Oh, you thought he was not going to
yeah,
get
which
out.
I was totally wrong. What was the line?
It was about, I think it was like 2.5. You had to lay 300 to win 100 that he would get
Yeah.
paroled.
Yeah.
So they did think he would,
Yeah.
and he was paroled.
Oh, look at him
Wow.
go.
Did you watch it?
I did. It was pretty.
I watched
it was interesting.
It was like,
Yeah.
you're such a sleazeball. I mean, just like,
He was so
oh my
argumentative.
God.
It was
It
like
didn't matter what he said or did. So here's the thing this week, though. I saw Steve Kim and Beto Duran did a stream
Thompson.
from Thompson Boxing. It was oh my
I gotta watch it. I
God.
gotta watch the
It
replay.
is so incredible. I think they had either 2 or 3 guys making their pro debuts. My favorite fights, having their pro debuts. It's really great. I mean, Steve Kim is so professional. He's so good. His time is incredible, and him and Beto Duran, or him and anyone, they're great. So it was a great show, and you can watch it. Just go to ThompsonBoxing.com, and you can see the replay. And then Doug and Steve did a thing on Ring TV, and
Yeah, that went live yesterday.
It was on yesterday.
That's Between the Ropes.
Between the Ropes which was their best one. It's really, really good. And then Steve Kim, I'm like Steve Kim's PR guy.
Yeah.
But then he did this thing with Mario Lopez.
3 knockdown rules.
I mean, that guy is
And
so.
he's got his podcast with Gabe Montoya.
Yeah,
so
which
he's,
I can't
he's
watch.
busy.
I can't watch it anymore.
You can't
No,
listen to it.
I can't listen to it anymore because I get a few good things. It's too negative for
Too
me.
negative.
I mean, and somehow I don't. And Gabe Montoya has really improved, but I mean they go off on Max and these guys. I don't get it. I mean, I think they just go positive. It's too much negativity. And even that guy that calls in, who's pretty
Jimmy?
funny, but even he was over the top this time. So I just like I couldn't listen.
So
to
listen to
it.
all Steve's other shows.
Yeah, but here's my take though. I've had a little. I've really analyzed the Canelo
Good questions.
Triple G
nowadays.
fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my pick. Triple G by stoppage,
Okay.
1 minute and 28 seconds of the 10th round.
Okay.
Okay, what's going to happen? This is how I see it. Before I thought, well, Canelo is so confident, and he really is confident. That's going to go against him because he thinks, and he's delusionary. So he beat Chavez Jr.
Good
no
pick,
big deal.
coach. They say.
And
No, but Canelo is very confident. I can tell. Both guys are
Canelo is so
supremely
confident
yeah.
it's going to hurt him.
Brooklyn
and-
agrees with you.
And there's resentment with both fighters. I could tell this. I did sit down interviews with them for the Mano a Mano feature, and I could tell they're not the kind of guys that come out and spew hate, because they don't hate each other. But Golovkin has resentment towards Canelo and the boxing industry just because he had to wait until he was 35 years old to have a mega fight, to really be able to prove himself on this big of a stage. And Canelo's pride was ruffled. His feathers were ruffled. His pride was hurt last year when he received a lot of criticism in Mexico for dumping the WBC title rather than fight Golovkin on their schedule. And from hardcore fans and from the boxing media who hounded him about this fight before and after both of his fights in 2016
Right.
and before the Chavez Jr. fight. So it's built up with him, and I think that could be a good thing for fight fans. That both guys have they bring a chip on their shoulder. They're both super confident. Like when you talk to them, you can tell when there's doubts in fighters' minds. There's no doubt in Canelo's mind that he can beat Golovkin, and there's no doubt in Triple G's mind that he can beat Alvarez. But there's also a little bit of venom, behind that gentleman's veneer that they both put
How about
on.
in your mind?
What I mean,
Who's going to win?
I like Triple G.
Yeah.
He's to me, Triple G has been the real middleweight champ since Sergio Martinez was still the ring champ and the WBC title holder. I didn't think it was the Argentine. I thought Triple G really kind of hit his peak in 2013 and 2014. And really, since 2014, I've looked at him as the champ. I don't care who has the belts.
Yeah.
I don't care who's linear champ. I don't care who even has the Ring magazine belt. And I
Brooklyn.
work for the Ring. He's the man. And until proven otherwise, he's at the top of the 160-pound division.
Brooklyn.
He's the class of the division.
Brooklyn says jab and footwork. We're going to see the Triple G from the Lemieux fight.
Yeah, but you know what? Canelo's got an awesome jab.
Yeah.
And he's got good head movement. He counter punches well. He's a very good combination puncher. He's a very good body puncher. And I said it on the last Periscope, and I'll say it again. after Golovkin went 12 rounds with Danny Jacobs, who probably weighed 180 pounds, wasn't a mark on his face.
Right. Right.
Dave, you say this fight goes 10 rounds?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 10 rounds.
Let me guarantee you something. There'll be some marks on Triple G's face.
There might be.
Ooh.
No, not Mike. There will.
I don't know.
There will be blood. And you know what? Canelo's going to be busted up.
It's going to be a rough fight.
No, it's
I'm
perfect.
all for that.
And you know, this time off for Triple G is really healthy.
Yeah, I think
in
so.
a lot, physically, mentally, and he's all ready. And I could see it. I went to the press conference, the one in LA, and I could see that, you know, Triple G was second fiddle there. It wasn't about him at all.
Even the poster.
We went together, and I can see that Triple G was a little pissed off that you know that it's all Canelo. I mean, and Canelo really that he's so overconfident. He's overconfident, and I know that's going to hurt him. That because he really thinks he's going to go run right through him. So who'd Canelo beat? You know, so Canelo.
I agree with you.
So anyway, I thought it over, and I just think I am positive.
We're 2 months out now. So
What a fight that is.
yeah.
So
we got a coach question for you from Smelodies. Wants to know, Coach, what's your favorite boxing movie? It's a good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
$1 Million Baby.
no, I didn't like Million
What?
Dollar. Yeah, I didn't like it. Even
A
though
good buddy of yours was in it.
it was all about him. In fact, I had 3 friends in that.
Yeah.
Dean was in it, Teddy and Don, and actually Clint Eastwood's character he planned it around. It was Don's character,
Right.
really.
True.
And what happened is our friend Don Familton was teaching Hilary Swank, you know, how to box, and Clint Eastwood was watching him, and he said, "Hey, I want to play that guy in the movie." And that's how that happened. So, you know, won an Academy Award. But I think Fat City.
Fat City, okay.
Fat City was really good. The Harder They Fall.
Harder They Fall's
That's
great.
my favorite.
That was really good.
Requiem for a Heavyweight.
Yeah, I can't remember that one, but
Check it out, folks.
Yeah, there's
The
a lot.
teleplay, the original teleplay, which was written by Rod Serling, and the film version.
Okay, let me ask you
Great
this.
acting.
What are the 2 worst boxing movies ever made?
Ooh, okay. Play It to the Bone.
Right, you got it.
And which was the one that Against the Ropes? The one on James
Against
Toney?
the ropes. It's got to be against the ropes.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
I couldn't watch that.
Oh, it's so bad.
But
It's so bad you kind of have to watch
Play
it.
It to the Bone.
Play It to the Bone. I've tried to watch it. I've never seen it from start to finish. I can't get through it.
James Bag wants to know, what is Dougie's opinion of the Sean Porter Randy Macho Man Savage video?
I haven't seen this.
Porter has
is
this
news to
video.
me.
Yeah, Porter has this video going around where he impersonates Macho Man.
Okay, that's all right.
We'll get back to you next week.
That's okay. I mean, he's getting in on the act. You know, hey, listen, Canelo Triple G was announced WWF, WWE style,
Yeah.
pro wrestling style, sensational.
He's getting
the
in on it.
Mayweather McGregor tour was kind of like, you know, sort of a page from pro wrestling, just over the top, just kind of,
Totally.
you know. But it gets attention. So
You know,
anything that gets
you know what I
attention,
hear?
you know,
I
from
heard-
general sports fans, I like it.
I've heard people talking. They think they're going to do over 4 million buys for
might.
that fight.
Hmm.
Is that incredible?
Yeah. Wow. If Mayweather McGregor was a movie, I would say it would bomb because all the reviews are already negative. Everything that's written about it is negative. But you know, even movies that everyone disses real hard, the opening day,
Yeah.
everyone goes to see it just to find out for themselves, and then word of mouth is like, no, don't go see it. It's as bad as advertised, and then the film tanks. But this is a one-shot deal. This is a one-night event, pay-per-view, no refunds.
But did you
So
see
they'll, you know, even though everyone's saying this is garbage, it's
Yeah.
fake, don't bother.
Doesn't matter.
There's a curiosity
Yeah.
factor. So yeah, you might be right.
Dougie, oh sorry Dave, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Mythical matchup. This is a good one. Mythical matchup, Abeyabuchi versus Holyfield in their primes.
And both guys are in there. I kind of like Ibeabuchi.
I kind of do too.
Solid 245,
Yeah,
250, and
Bigger.
Holyfield in his prime as a heavyweight was between 205 and 208.
Right.
Yeah.
Dougie, best fight you've ever seen live?
It's either it's kind of a three-way tie. Corrales Castillo won.
Yep.
The first fight between Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales.
Okay.
And the third fight, the rubber match between Israel Vasquez and Rafael Marquez.
StubHub.
Yeah, I was in awe.